Generalities. This company exists since 2013. A company that has more than 3 years of activity are often more trustworthy. They are regulated by the SISEC only. I would prefer them on my side to have more than one regulatory authority that validate them, but one is already a good sign. In 2016, there has been 16 million customers who had opened an account with them. The volumes traded of the company is around $11,000 million in 2016, which makes them a leading company in the industry. $5,700,000 paid per month in 2016 to their customers. My last withdrawal with them using Skrill has been instant, but it takes sometimes 1 day for them to process it. The support team answer usually within a day. Whatever question I had, they try to find a solution each time. But if you ask some very precise questions about the market makers and how do they make their profit, their answer is not as much precise as we would expect. But every broker acts the same on this topic, so not really a surprise on this matter. This is an off-exchange broker. To make it short, an off-exchange broker pay a fee to the exchange for each transaction, around 1 or 2% on average, whether it's a losing or winning one. Then, they receive around 98 to 99% payout if the trade wins. They give you 70 to 90% payout maximum when you win your trade. The difference is how they make profit and pay their structure and employees. The second way to profit is to collaborate with a market maker, which they do, and use a dealing desk. To make it short, they will take the other side of your trade, and since more than 75% of the traders lose their money, they will win more using this process. It's a legal process, but not very healthy, and it can push some unscrupulous broker to manipulate the price to make you lose more. Based on my own experience, I haven't seen any manipulation of the price in 9 months that I trade with them, so it's quite a good sign. They have an affiliation program. Iqoption will give back to you until 50% of their deposit minus their withdrawals, little by little giving you 2.5% of each trade your affiliate will take, whether he win or lose. You will stop receiving commission as soon as your affiliate withdraws more than what he deposited. It's a good reward, but unlike in traditional network marketing where you can expect winning on the long run, here, if your affiliates are profitable, you will not win for so long. The reward is better than nothing, but it should be considered as a short-term reward. I still feel a little unhealthy about this program, because it creates also a conflict of interest. The professional marketers have not so much interest to make you win money, so be cautious with it. The deposit can be done by Visa, Mastercard, Neteller, and Skrill. So it's quite easy to deposit, and the withdrawal is also proven and fast. It's reliable on this part. Let's begin by the registration. The registration is quite simple and the verification is fast. Most of the time 2 to 3 days maximum to make your account verified. You will need your account to be verified to be able to withdraw. So I counsel you to verify your account before you deposit. And this for any broker. The good point is the minimum deposit is $10 and the minimum trade size is $1, so you can start with a very little amount and make it grow from it. The demo account is unlimited and free, and this is awesome because you will have $1,000 in your demo account. The market conditions are real condition, and if you lose your $1,000, they will refund it automatically. So you can master your trading skills, trading again and again and again your strategy until you are profitable. Making grow your demo account from $1,000 to $6,000 using 1% of your account as a trading size is a good way to practice. When you will reach $6,000, you can go on real account and apply the same trading size of 1% each trade. Now let's go through the platform. Honestly, this is the best trading platform around there. Very intuitive to take your trade. I will be quite quick on the different features and focus on what interests us the most as a trader. You have access to a lot of tutorial videos by clicking there. Those videos are quite well done and you can learn a lot of good knowledge there. There is also a news section, but for this I prefer to rely on an independent source, like investing.com or Forex Factory. Same with the earning calendars. It might be a good feature, but I prefer independent source, and the two previous ones, investing.com and Forex Factory, provide you that. Now let's look at the tournament. It can be very interesting when you become a good trader because the reward for the winner can be huge and the fee is not very expensive. So you can make a good amount of money when you become a very good trader going to the tournament. The leaderboard now. It's a nice feature but not very useful to see and compare yourself to other traders that use Iqoption. The public chat here is a good feature, but still it's in the house of the broker. So cautious with the content and what is written inside, especially when there is signal provided. Now, here we are to our trading history. You have access to it more clearly directly in the website by clicking there. This page, you can select what kind of trade you want to analyze, real or demo, select the date, and so on and so forth. You can also extract your trading history in an Excel spreadsheet. That way, you can make it easier to analyze by clicking here. Then, clicking there, you have access to your open position. Then, clicking on it will open automatically a live chart with the position of your entry and the expiry time. It can be useful to fence your trade or to place a second trade when you see the odds are clearly against you. Then, clicking here, you can select the disposition of your screen. If you have a big screen and you need to watch different currency pairs, like in a correlation trading strategy, for example, this is a good tool. By clicking on this plus, you can choose the currency you want to trade between the turbo, the binary, and the classic. Turbo is less than 5-minute expiry. Binary is from 15 to end of the day expiries. I haven't tried classic yet, so I'll focus on the two first. Most of them have the double expiry available, turbo and binary. I counsel you to trade them, and I will explain later why. Clicking on your avatar, you'll have access at the deposit, withdraw, etc., redirecting you directly to the website. Clicking on your account amount, you can switch from the demo to the real account in one simple click. Before going to the trading tools, let's continue our fast tour of the platform. Clicking on the parameters here, you can manage appearance preferences and trading preferences, like trading with one click without confirmation, to be faster when you enter your trade. Then we find the drawing tools. First, the chart type, candles, line or bar chart. Me, I prefer candlestick. On the mobile application, you can change the color of the candles to white and black, which I prefer personally, but it's a matter of taste. Then you choose the time frame. It's one of the best features with a lot of choice that can help to analyze better the market. For short expiries, for example, like the 1 minute, you can set your chart on a 15-second chart. So each candle is worth 15 seconds. It's very helpful when you trade to have a price action confirmation and to analyze the candles by itself. Then, for end of the day analysis, you can analyze the 8 hours chart and the 12 hours chart. On MetaTrader, for example, it's not available. So this way, to give you access to all this possibility of time frame can really help your trading. Then, let's go to the graphical tool. They are quite good, even if I would have loved that I can add levels to my Fibonacci level. Overall, it's a very good tool. You can modify the color, and you can plot them with precision. You can also zoom in and zoom out of your graph, which is a very good tool. You can do that with MetaTrader also. And finally, we find all the most famous indicators used all around the world, and you can customize those indicators very easily. The con in this feature is that you can't add your personal indicators, but the platform is not made for that after all, so you can easily forget about it. So overall, the platform is one of the best I have worked with. There is a lot of customizable tools that are definitely helpful to trade correctly. Some people trade only looking at the IQ platform because it's so awesome. You are very tempted to do so. And personally, I haven't seen price manipulation from them in 9-month trading 6 hours per day. But I still prefer to analyze the market on another platform, so I can be sure 100% of my data and on the movement of the candlestick. And I can compare to IQ quotes. And seeing double chart like that, I am sure of what I do. So I can be sure of the quotes of IQ, seeing where the price go with other data source. Now let's look at the execution of your trade. Not so much good side processing your trade can take from 1 to 3 seconds most of the time, which is still good compared to some brokers, but if the network is busy, sometimes your trade can take 10 seconds to be placed. And 10 seconds, if you trade on turbo like 1 minute expiry, it can make a huge difference. So if you trade the 1 minute expiry, for example, be sure to have a fast internet connection. This will not come from them, the delay. It will come from your connection because the software asks an amount of memory and you need a fast connection to do so. Compared to the spot option platform, IQ is a little slower. This is my personal point of view. What I noticed also is, if you have a slow connection, the mobile application from your smartphone can place the trade faster than the desktop application on your computer. It can be an alternative if you have a slow connection like 1 Mbps for example. Now, look at the expiries. First, the turbo trades. You can choose from 1 to 5 minutes maximum, with 1 minute by interval. It will always be around time, like 1 hour 37 0 seconds. It can be exactly 5 minutes at the second precision from your entry point. It will always be around minute or around hour. For example, you take your trade at 12:27:38 seconds. Your trade can't expire at 12:32:38 seconds if you take a 5 minutes. It will end at exactly 12:32 or 12:33 if you take 5 minutes. For a certain style of trading and for the fast trades, like 1 minute more particularly, it can be a little problem. On the other hand, you can enter your trade until the last 30 seconds, which can be very nice, letting you more margin. Now, the traditional binary option expiries, like 15 minutes until the end of the day. Once again, for 15 minutes trade, it will be an obligation to choose, for example, 8:30, 8 hour 45, 8 hour 15, or 9 hour, and can't be exactly 15 minutes from your entry point. This can also be a problem because different market conditions can require to take more precise expiries when you become an advanced trader. This precision can make the difference between a winning trade or a losing. On the other hand, once again, you have the flexibility to enter your trade until the last 5 minutes, which is a good advantage. The secret weapon now about the expiries. Most of the time, a currency pair gives you access to the two types of expiries simultaneously, which means that when you take a trade for 15 minutes and the last 5 minutes you won't be able to enter again, you can switch to turbo expiries, and this way you will be able to enter your trade until the last 30 seconds. It can permit to save your trade or to limit your loss nearly until the last 30 seconds, which is very good news. Now let's look at the amount. As I said before, you can set your amount from $1 to $1,000 each trade, and with 2 digits like $1.37. The precision is a very good tool. When you trade with a specific percentage, for example, you can even have access to a calculator to work properly on your trading size. The limit is $1,000 per trade, but you can place several trades at the same level clicking fast. Even though I think the limit is 5 times, so it will be $5,000 for one trade. Even though this will touch only few of us, the limitation of the trading amount can be a problem when you become profitable and your account reach a big size. On other brokers, the limit is $10,000, even sometimes $100,000 per trade. Another problem that you will face when you will trade big amount with this broker and its platform is the delay when you place your trade with bigger amount. And sometimes, even when your amount is little, your trade is rejected due to the internet connection not fast enough. This is a minor issue. Just be careful when your trade size will grow. The liquidity. When you place a big amount trade, they will have sometimes difficulty to provide the liquidity to meet your trade. Which means if you want to place $5,000 on one trade, you might not be able to place your trade because they will not have the available liquidity to meet your trade. The sell feature. Here is another very good feature. You can sell your position. If you trade on Turbo, it will be until the last 20 seconds. If you trade on binary, it will be maybe 2 minutes, if my memory is right. Essentially, it will be useful to lose less when you will see your trade go in the opposite direction of your trade. But the simple fact that you sell and lose only, let's say, 70% of your trade amount and not 100% can make the difference between a profitable and a losing day. Trust me. So this is a very useful feature. And also, not a lot of brokers permit you to do that with as much flexibility. Now, the asset. There is, at the time I make this review, we are Friday, it's 8 GMT, 19 currency pairs are available for the Turbo expiries and 23 for the traditional binary expiries. It's quite correct, but not one of the best in the market. You will face a problem if you trade end of the day expiries, for example, because only few of the currency pairs available for binary expiries offers end of the day expiry. And sometimes when they offer end of the day, it is not real end of the day. It is 17 GMT and not 20 or 21 GMT, which is the real end of the day. There is a lot of pairs where you will find expiry only ended during the next hours. It can be a problem actually. The regularity also of the availability of a specific currency pair vary. Some day you will find it, some other day you won't. So, to end about the asset, the note is quite average. There is a lot of brokers who provide a better asset with better expiration than Iqoption. Payout. Since they advertise to have a payout above 80% on the Euro-USD, most of the time the Euro-USD will get a payout above 80%. On average, nearly all the Turbo expiries have 80% payout minimum. The longer expiries have between 70 to 80% payout, which is logical because people win more often in longer expiries. Overall, it's a big thumb up for the payout. Compared to other brokers, only few assure you high payout like this one. And when we know that the payout is your profit, it's one of the most essential part of your trading. The payout is one of the good side of Iqoption. We arrive at the end of this review, and to finish, I consider this broker and its platform as one of the best in the industry, if not the best.